Hi, my name's Kathleen. So, I know, and I talk to a lot of folks who are suffering from chronic issues, and one of the things that I'm working way out of, literally as we speak, is a POTS flare. So, I was diagnosed with POTS at a very young age. Don't remember exactly, but I think I was less than 10 by a tilt table test at Johns Hopkins. Long story short, at that time, they just told me drink lots of water and pretty much have a nice life. Fast forward a couple more years, and I found electrolytes, which were incredible. And I had also found, and through my own research, being a physical therapy assistant, that contracting the muscles in your core and your glutes and your larger muscles will prevent you from passing out. So I've kind of just sustained that for most of my days. And if you talk to people that know me, unless I actually speak to you about this, they have no clue that I deal with this. So I'm not tooting my own horn, but once people find this out, they know somebody who's dealing with this, and they're searching for alternative ways that don't require medications to be able to live a functional lifestyle. So, long story short, like I said, I'm coming out of a POTS flare, but before I say what I'm doing, I wanted to go over that I have been on beta blockers before, but they only tanked my blood pressure more, and as a result, my heart rate was in the tank as well, which is what they're supposed to do, but I couldn't even get from a horizontal position. As soon as I'd stand up, I'd pass out. So, long story short, there are a lot of people dealing with POTS that don't actually pass out, which creates for a hard diagnostic, and a lot of times they won't get the tilt table test to quote-unquote confirm it. So anyways, I was speaking with my sister-in-law, and she gave me some ideas on things, and also my husband had mentioned to me,
can I have a poppy?
yes, you may have a poppy.
What?
Yes, you may have a poppy. So I'm a mom, I have two boys. I'm doing the treadmill right now, doing my POTS protocol from CHOP. So that's one thing. I found the POTS protocol from CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Pretty sure that's what it is. Anyways, if you have POTS, without a doubt, you must stay consistent with it, and it will be incredible with controlling your ability to prevent yourself from passing out. So without a doubt, that's a standard. It's a simple thing that you can do every single day. It just requires consistency. Boone, inside. Come. Boone, inside. Good boy. Just requires consistency. So, long story short, it's basically deep core strengthening to help strengthen those big muscles that I was saying that stop you from passing out, as well as cardiac conditioning. So I'm monitoring my heart rate as I do this to make sure I stay in a certain zone. All right, now to get me out of this POTS flare, for when I can't control it and I go down, I went to the doctor, and I've had more success with this doctor that I found in 3 visits than I have in any doctor in my entire life. But my husband had mentioned to me, he said, I feel like you're low on iron. And he's been with me for a very long time, and he's seen me in all phases of this. He's seen me on really good days, he's seen me on really bad days where he's had to literally pick me out of the bathtub and carry me places. So forever be grateful for that man. But anyways, he mentioned, hey, I think you're low on iron. So she had tested my iron, but she had also tested other things, which is the blessing. So she found that my ferritin was low and that my iron saturation was also low. So I did a little research, and I had found a supplement for beef organ supplements. So they had come up in my feed before. I never really paid attention to it. Didn't really think I needed it. So I don't add extra things if I don't think that it's necessary. So I ordered those, and time will tell if they're helpful or not. It's the Primal Queen supplements, so we shall see. The other thing is I looked up some herbs that are naturally just kind of high in iron. So I'm going to be making a tea, and I'm going to post another video of what's in that to help boost me with my iron levels. And it's not really my iron, it's ferritin and iron saturation. So there's that. What's the other thing? Oh, low dose naltrexone. So I had initially taken that for the pain that I experienced associated with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But thank God, through the POTS protocol, I've actually gotten pretty ahead of my pain. So I had stopped taking it a couple months back. And so my sister-in-law, she had mentioned to me, hey, I'm finding that LDN, because she's a PA, she's like, I treat my POTS patients because they have no success with other specialists or doctors. And she said that she had found that LDN was successful for one of her patients. So that was a no-brainer. I have that. I'm going back on it. My doctor also prescribed a second line of defense, Midodrine, and my sister-in-law mentioned this too. But I just know my body, and in the past, anytime that I add prescriptions in, especially if they are like a larger dose, this was a very low dose, any side effects, I'm going to have them. So I choose not to do that unless I absolutely have to. But the great thing is that there is something in place if I can't get control of this naturally. The other thing I found, if I increase the Baja Gold that I do in the mornings, which is just a salt, if I increase that in the mornings, my blood pressure naturally rises. Now, I'm someone who takes a lot of salt, and my husband, he's always joked that I just need to carry a deer salt lick around my neck, because that is definitely key in consistency with managing POTS. So I think that covers some of the things that I'm doing right now. So when I get the beef organ supplement, I'm adding that in, increasing the Baja Gold in the morning. I already do relight electrolytes throughout the day, and then Baja Gold if I feel like I have to stop myself from passing out a lot, as well as starting back up at the LDN. And then I've got the other line in defense of Midodrine if I feel like in a month or two that this isn't helping. But I wanted to make this video because a lot of people ask how I'm doing, and it's a more complicated answer than you think. But the blessing is I'm coming out of definitely a flare, and I've got things to do that don't require necessary prescriptions. So just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys. Have a blessed day.